Hi, welcome to Magical Unicron. I'm Serena Verona, and today I'm going to be doing a reading for the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, for the month of November, and this reading will be about money, career, and abundance. If you're not viewing this video in that time frame, that's okay. This is a timeless video, so you're receiving the messages you're supposed to receive when you're supposed to receive them. This is a general reading, so not all messages will apply to you. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. There will be genders on some of the cards, but gender is irrelevant, so just ignore that. And some meanings might be reversed, so bear that in mind as we go through this. I'm going to kick off the reading with one card for each sun sign from the Numerology guidance deck. Then I'll do a round of tarot from the Tarot de la Nuit. Then I'll do a round of clarifiers from the Pro Tarot. That will be the end of the YouTube reading, but if you would like to join us for the extended reading over on Patreon, you can become one of my patrons for as little as $3 a month, and you will get early access to all my extended readings as well as some fun bonus content. So we'll continue over on Patreon with another round of clarifiers from the Modern Day SpellCasters Tarot. Then we'll pull one card for each sun sign from the Activation Sacred Geometry deck. I will do a charm reading, and then we'll finish up with a final message for each sun sign from the Goddess Guidance deck. So I've done the pre-shuffle, and we're ready to go. Let's start with a message for Taurus, please. Message for Taurus. Effort, number 13. Message for Virgo, please. Message for Virgo. 91, surrender. And a message for Capricorn, please. '41, self-discipline. Wonderful. Back of the deck is going to be for all the earth signs. It's 88, abundance. Ooh, we love to get the abundance card in an abundance reading. Fantastic. Okay, let's pull a round of tarot and get a little more information going. Let's pull some cards for Taurus, please. Taurus, for money, career, and abundance for the month of November. Messages for their highest good and the highest good of all, please. We have the Queen of Swords. Nice. The Queen of Swords is very logical, very practical, very knowledgeable, right? But there's an underlying sadness with the Queen of Swords. So, of course, you might be using your knowledge, your experience, and your logic to put some effort into your work. If you believe that Queen of Swords represents you, again, gender does not matter. Oh, Justice. Nice. So, Taurus, you have the Justice card. And that means, for good or bad, you're probably going to get what's coming to you. Sometimes it means legal matters, but I mostly think it just means that we reap what we sow. And you're putting in a lot of effort here. Because you're putting in effort, you're definitely going to see the fruits of your labors. All right, Taurus, final card here for this round, 3 of Swords. You've got some heartache, and that goes nicely with the Queen of Swords. She does have that heartache. And I think this Justice card here in the center is telling me that because you've made some efforts, that this heartache is not going to last long. Now, this is a money, career, and abundance reading. So I don't think, although heartache obviously is emotional, I think it in some way has to do with your job or your money. And for some of you, this Justice definitely could be a legal situation. All right, so let's move on to Virgo. Messages for Virgo, please. money, career, and abundance for their highest good and the highest good of all, please. We have the Seven of Pentacles. I like that for a career and money reading, because the Seven of Pentacles is sowing the seeds for the future, but you have to be patient, right? The future isn't here yet. You're just sowing the seeds. And I like it next to the surrender card because you have to kind of surrender to time and patience and just wait for it to happen, right? So messages for Virgo, please. We have the Hermit. So Virgo, you may also need to be doing some thinking, some introspecting. You may want to do this before you plant those seeds, or if you've planted those seeds, you kind of want to think about how you want them to grow. The Hermit is going on a journey. It doesn't have to be a physical journey, but it's like a journey of introspection, a journey of self-reflection, a journey where you're seeking more knowledge and more guidance. Virgo. Wheel. Awesome. Virgo, the wheel is turning for you. And I think you're making it turn. Even though this is the surrender card, I feel like you are thinking about things, you are planting seeds. And although you're surrendering to patience, it's not like you've given up and just you're letting things happen to you. You are planning on this wheel turning. And we do have to surrender to the wheel, right? The wheel's just going to keep turning whether we want it to or not. But you aren't just letting things happen to you, Virgo. I like that. All right, let's move on to Capricorn, please. Messages for Capricorn, money, career, abundance for their highest good and highest good of all, please. Four of Swords, Capricorn. So we started with the self-discipline card here. Now we need to take a little rest, a little repose, a little relaxation to contemplate what we've been through, where we'd like to go. Messages for Capricorn, please. Ooh, we have the Ace of Wands. Nice one. So the Ace of Wands is like a new passionate beginning. It could be a new project. It could be a new job. And it's something that you really feel strongly about. It's something you really can get behind. So you may have some sort of new offer coming in there. New opportunity. Ooh, and the Seven of Cups. So this new opportunity here, this Ace of Wands, is going to open up some doors for you. It's going to give you some options, and you may have to make some decisions. And there may be a lot going on, Capricorn. Oh, that's really terrible glare. You may have a lot going on, but don't worry about it. Just do your contemplation, do your self-reflection, and be disciplined. And these opportunities, these decisions, it's not going to be a problem. All right, back of the deck again is for all earth signs, and it's the Chariot. Awesome. The Chariot is about having the power and the resources to move, but you have to harness that energy and those resources to move the Chariot in the direction you want it to go. So that's awesome. All right, let's do another round for Taurus, please. Taurus, let's just for Taurus. For highest good and the highest good of all, please. Oh, Taurus, we have the King of Swords to go with the Queen of Swords. These are divine counterparts, Taurus. It's quite possible that this divine counterpart has to do with your career or your abundance or your money, right? And it's possible that they are in some way involved with this heartache. I'm not saying they caused it. They might be able to heal it, right? This divine counterpart may or may not be in your life now. But I feel like very strongly that these two leaders, who are both very logical, very knowledgeable, very sensible, are going to come together if they're not together already. And their joint effort is just going to be beautiful. Nice one, Taurus. This is for Taurus. Two of Swords. I like it with the Justice card. So the Two of Swords represents a decision, and sometimes it's a difficult decision, but it's almost always made blind, and that's good because justice is blind, right? It's a decision that is made using the powers that these two people, or this could even be one person, right? You could have both qualities of the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. But the King and Queen of Swords are dispensers of justice, right? They make decisions and they make them fairly. And that's what the Two of Swords is all about, is making this decision in a way that is not blinded by rash emotion. It's really thinking that decision through and choosing the fair path. I like it, Taurus. It's a beautiful message. One more card for you, please. The Hierophant. I always like when I pull the King of Swords and the Hierophant together. Now, Taurus, whether you're this King of Swords or you're the Queen of Swords or you're the two combined, in any of those scenarios is possible. I like the King of Swords paired with the Hierophant because the King of Swords rules with his head. Right? He's very logical, he's very fair, he goes by the book. The Hierophant, for me, is a servant leader. He guides his people in difficult times. He talks to them when they're having trouble. He tries to assuage their concerns, right? He leads more with his heart. He's kind of a stuffy fuddy-duddy, but he's still there to take care of the people. And I really like it on top of this Three of Swords because this Hierophant is there for people in their times of trouble, right? So this Hierophant may be you, Taurus, and if it is, you have this beautiful blending of these crowns of the swords who rule with their head and the Hierophant who leads with his heart, right? And that's a beautiful balance. And we've got balance here in the middle with justice and the two sides of this decision being fair and balanced. I really like it. So this heartache isn't going to hurt as bad. If this Hierophant is not you, Taurus, and it might not be, it's going to be someone who cares about you and they're going to want to help you through this rough time, whether this heartache is monetary, whether it's linked to your career, or whether it's an emotional relationship of some kind that has caused this pain that is affecting your money and your career. This Hierophant, whoever it is going to help you through. And they don't have to be a living person. They can be someone on the other side. You can kind of see behind this crow, there's an angel. So it could be someone on the other side, an angel, an ancestor, someone who has passed on, a spirit guide. Whatever resonates for you. Let's move on to Virgo. Messages for Virgo, please. Their highest good and the highest good for all. Messages for Virgo. Nice, Virgo. This is a progression. We had the Seven of Pentacles planting the seeds, and now I've got the Eight of Pentacles moving forward to master your craft. That I love, love, love in a career reading. You're surrendering to your craft, whatever it is. You've just thrown yourself into it and you're progressing. Messages for Virgo, please. Now we have the Four of Cups. Now the Four of Cups usually represents an offer that's being ignored, an offer that isn't noticed, an offer that's being refused. But when it's paired with the Hermit, I think it's an offer that you're going to stop and contemplate whether you really want it or not. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Let's look into it a little more. Let's think about it. Let's reflect, right? And that's a good thing. Take your time. Surrender to the patience, right? I'm really feeling like this surrendering is a surrendering to time. It takes time to learn whether you want something or not. It takes time to master your craft. It takes time to wait for your seeds to grow. It takes time for the wheel to turn. One more for Virgo, please. The Chariot. All right, I really love this, Virgo, because now it's on both ends of this row. This is all about harnessing those forces and energies to drive them in the direction you want, and that's exactly what you're doing here. You've sown the seeds, you're mastering your craft, and now that this offer's coming in, this resource is coming in, you're really thinking about how you're going to harness it so you can move forward. As the wheel turns, you're going to go the direction you want. Virgo, this is beautiful. I know this card says surrender, but it's not letting people push you around. This surrender is just being patient and methodical and prepared. Let's move to Capricorn. This is for Capricorn, please, for their highest good and the highest good of all. Knight of Wands. This is an interesting pairing. We've got the Four of Swords, which is taking that time to repose, to think about where you've been, where you want to go. It's taking a moment to reflect, right? But the Knight of Wands is the fastest of the knights. He rides right in, and he is passionate, and he is bringing in his fiery nature, which is so disparate with self-discipline in most cases. But I think because you're taking this time to rest, to reflect, that when you finally figure out what you want, it's going to happen quickly. You're going to know what you want and you're going to go after it, because that's what the Knight of Wands does. Let's pull another one. And he's riding, look at that, he's riding straight for this Ace of Wands. He knows what he wants and he's gonna go get it. Love it. So take that time, Capricorn, be self-disciplined enough to stop and really figure out what you want. Sometimes that's hard because we want to make progress. I know you, Capricorn, because I'm a Capricorn moon and rising. You want to make progress. You want to be successful. You want to get the work done. Take that time. Oh! Wow, all kinds of things just popped out. I'm going to put 2 on one and 2 on the other. So here we go. Oops. That was there. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, which is nice. You've got this Ace of Wands. This is this new beginning, this new project, this new thing that you feel passionate about, right? And now you have the 3 of Pentacles, which is working on your craft. It's looking for opportunities. It's finding people to help you, patrons who can commit to helping you work on your craft, right? So you've got where you want to go, and now you're working towards it. And you have all these opportunities and things going on with the 7 of Cups. Got the 4 of Swords again, Cappy. You need to stop, and every time you get these offers, you need to stop and reflect. And that's where this self-discipline comes in, because I know you, Capricorn, you want to get all over it and get it done. You want to be successful. When all of these crazy offers come in, you need to stop and think about it. And then you need to pick your Ace of Pentacles. This is a new job. This is a new opportunity, a new project. This is new beginnings for money and career. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You've figured out what you want to do. You're riding towards it. You're working on making it better. All the offers start to come in because people are starting to see how awesome you are, Cappy. But these offers start to come in. You got to stop again. You got to stop again and think about it and pick the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful. Back of the deck again for all earth signs. Oh, 10 of Swords. Something's dead. Something's dead and you got to let it go. That cycle is over. For you, Taurus, I think it's this 3 of Swords. This is dead and you need to let it go. You need to use your head. Carry that pain if you must, but use your head and put in that effort to move forward and be fair. And you'll have help with that. You'll be fine with that. This is awesome. Okay, That's going to do it for the YouTube reading. But if you'd like to join me over on Patreon, you can be one of my patrons for as little as $3 a month, and you'll get early access to all my extended readings. The link is in the description box below, and we'll go over there. We'll do another round of tarot. We'll do another round of oracle cards. We'll do the charm reading, and we'll do the final messages. Also, if you would like to check out some fun merch, the link to my Teespring shop is also in the description box. So go check it out. See some of the funny things we got over there. All right, Earth signs, this was awesome. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.